The EU steps up job-creating innovation with new funding, cutting red tape and speeding the process with a program called Horizon 2020. Hello and welcome to People First, the EPP Group's monthly program on issues with impact on people like you. Joining us to answer some of your questions is one of the authors of Horizon 2020, Maria Da Graça Carvalho. Welcome to the show. You're a member of the European Parliament's Industry, Research and Energy Committee, and you're also a member of the EPP Group. How does it feel to at least finally get committee approval of this, and how confident are you that you'll get full parliamentary approval of Horizon 2020?
Thank you very much. We had unanimously approval in the committee of my report in the Horizon 2020 on the specific program of Horizon 2020, and that is very good. It shows that we had the support of all the political groups, of members from different member states.
So that's a good indication that you'll get
we will get a very good result in plenary. This shows that the European Parliament supports research and innovation as one of the main policies for Europe to go out of the crisis and for the future of our young researchers and to the competitiveness of our industry and enterprises. So it was a very good result.
Let's find out a little bit more about this with our report, a little more of the details of how Horizon 2020 works. It's called the Framework Program for Research and Innovation, or Horizon 2020 for short. In a time of austerity and overall spending cuts, the European Union decided R&D and the innovation they create are worth investing more money as a springboard to growth. Horizon 2020 puts the EU's money where its mouth is toward achieving the goals of the so-called Europe 2020 strategy of boosting the EU 28's competitiveness, growth, and job creation. Over the next 7 years, under a new budget framework, the EU will spend 70 billion euros on Horizon 2020, making it the third largest EU program. It includes a fast track to innovation scheme, cutting red tape and speeding funding to promising projects. Innovation vouchers and return grants will help young scientists return to the EU, fighting what's been a brain drain in the past. Horizon 2020 is an umbrella bringing together all of Europe's R&D projects with the main objective to stimulate innovation and bring it to market faster, benefiting from the EU's internal market, the largest in the world. To do that, Horizon 2020 couples research and innovation by turning scientific breakthroughs into new products. It encourages new ideas to deal with climate change, energy security, and an aging population. What members of Parliament decided is well worth the money, especially now, to speed Europe's recovery. Well, let's go to our first Vox Pop question, and it really has to do with the impact of Horizon 20, especially in this time of crisis.
Hi, my name's Dave O'Brien from Manchester, England. I'm wondering where all this money's going, and will it help the unemployed?
So at the end of the day, it really is all about jobs, isn't it?
Yes, and Horizon 2020 will have a direct effect, positive effect on jobs, and an indirect effect. The direct is the researchers that will be employed in the research projects, in the Marie Curie. They will have Marie Curie fellowships. The program has a budget of 70 billion, and to give you an idea, each billion can finance, for example, 4,000 SMEs, innovative SMEs, or 2,500 Marie Curie fellowship.
So we go from people struggling to find employment to countries trying to recover. Here's a question on that.
Hello, my name is Socrates Leopoulos and I'm from Greece. What I would like to know and I would like to ask from the European Parliament is how do they think that this money could help young researchers in Greece? Thank you.
Now that's a big question about brain drain. And how do you stop that brain drain, especially in countries like Greece? Because people want to leave. A lot of people want to leave.
There is a big phenomenon of brain drain in many countries. Greece is one of them, my home country, Portugal. This Horizon 2020 is designed to go against the brain drain in different ways. One of the ways we have included in the European Parliament what we call widening participation. This is a way to participate that makes easy countries that do not have so good results in the previous framework programs, they will be able to participate in an easier way. So we have kind of schemes of twinning where institutions that do not have a lot of practice to participate in international programs can join with ones that we twin them with international recognized that has a lot of practices. So
they learn how to do it.
They learn how to do it and they can participate more.
Now what about the people who have actually left? And how do you try to get them to come home? Here's a question. Watch it.
Je m'appelle Philippe Lévy, je suis belge de naissance et je me pose évidemment la question de savoir comment garder ou faire revenir nos chercheurs et nos scientifiques sur le continent européen.
So how do you do that?
We have also included in the Parliament what I call return grants. So in the Marie Curie, we have included a new category that is return grants for researchers that are outside of Europe and wants to come back to Europe, or that are outside, they are in Europe outside of their home country and they want to go back to their home country.
Is this the voucher system? That was your idea, wasn't it?
The voucher is another idea that I also my idea, like the return grant, that you give vouchers to young researchers that want to create a startup or to have a simple project, innovative but a simple way to get a project. All the program is simpler.
Now, Horizon 2020, you say, is aimed also at speeding up the process, in getting this money to the right people at the right time. Here's somebody with a question who wants to know a little bit more about that.
Hi, my name is Robert and we're from Ireland, and I'd like to know how you're going to cut the red tape for this research and development plan.
Okay, well, how do you do that concretely, speeding up the process? Can you give like maybe one example?
One of the complaints of the researchers is that the European programs are very complex.
So like months and months of paperwork,
yes,
triplicate.
A lot time to submit to grant is long, very complex.
You need a lawyer to fill it out.
Yes, and only large institutions, very well equipped, can get the money. So we I made a report before Horizon 2020 that was called the Simplification Report, where I present about 60 measures where to simplify, and the Commission has gone through this, and real Horizon 2020 is much simpler.
Okay, give me an example though.
For example, you have the whole rules, the same rules all over the program. You have a much simple funding model. You just have a reimbursement of your direct costs of 100% plus the overhead. You have lump sums for smaller programs that you just, against delivery, you receive the funds.
We ran into somebody from the other side of the world who would like to know a little bit more about what Horizon 2020 is about. Let's see what they have to say.
Hello, my name is Catherine Scott. I'm from Perth, Western Australia. So what sectors is Horizon 2020 going to help with?
Well, that's a good question. Is it really going to help the whole economy, or are there certain sectors that it's going to help and others not?
There are certain sectors. There is one part that there are no priorities, is for the excellence of the idea, is called the excellence in science. There is a second part that is for the competitiveness of the European industry. And there is a third part that are for the societal challenge, the big challenge that Europe has to face.
Okay, so what kind of sectors?
And there we define is health and aging, is food security, clean energy, clean transport, environment and climate change, security, and social sciences and humanities, so for an innovative and more inclusive Europe. These are the main guidelines of Horizon 2020.
And then I guess, too, there are probably knock-off effects on other sectors. As you're helping those SMEs, they're stimulating business with other sectors.
There is inside the pillar for industrial competitiveness a dedicated instrument for SMEs that the European Parliament has proposed a substantial increase. So there is, it was one of our flagships in the EPP to increase the budget for the SMEs, and this is happening. So there is a very substantial part of the budget dedicated to SMEs. 20% of Horizon 2020 should be devoted to SMEs, and that is very important for jobs and for growth of the European economy.
Now, 70 billion euros sounds like a lot of money, and it is. It's over 7 years, so 10 billion euros a year from the European Union. But there is one taxpayer we talked to and asked, really, how can you be sure the money is well spent? Here's a question.
My name is Giorgio Monaco Sorge. I come from Italy. I live here in Belgium since 30 years. And I've been reading about the new research program of the European Union. Apparently quite a huge amount of billions of euros. And I'd like to know how this money is spent and what are the evaluation criteria for judging the efficacy of this program. I think this is a question that taxpayer has to put to the European authorities.
All right, how do you measure effectiveness?
There is evaluation, scientific and technical evaluation of the project, and also financial evaluation of the project through the officers, through external evaluation, and the financial, also the audits. There are several audits processes.
So there is a watchdog aspect
here.
Very
much.
Great. Maria Da Graça Carvalho, thank you so much for fielding these questions, some of them not quite easy.
Thank you very much.
And of course, the public's going to be watching how effective this Horizon 2020 really is, as we all will. That's all for now on People First. Find out more about the activities of the largest political force in Parliament by checking eppgroup.eu. Until next time, thanks for watching.